Good morning, Panthers. Mr. Wenish here. We're still working on our gear systems, so hopefully yesterday you got started on that. You've done your Panther Pride, staying caught up in that, and hopefully you've made your video submission by now. And so if you've got your video submission done, you should be able to tear your car apart. And then again, you're working on building your gear systems with your partner. And so what I said I was going to do today was I was going to go over the answers to the first one. So basically, you're supposed to have built this gear train and then replace this sprocket, put this gear train on, and see how they are different comparing these two. And so they had a bunch of questions that went with it. And so the first one is the relationship of the input shaft, which is the one with the handle, to the output shaft, the one without the handle. And what they want to know is, are they parallel? Are they facing the same direction? Or are they perpendicular? Is one coming down into the other one? And in this case, they're facing the same direction, so we'd write in parallel. The drive then is the one that has the handle. And the driven is the one without the handle. Question 3, is the speed increased, decreased, or constant? Well, as you turn this one around, because they're the exact same size, they're going to be going the exact same speed. So this one here would be constant. In gear train B, is the speed increased, decreased, or constant? You should notice that the little one now will spin faster, so the speed has been increased. Is the torque increased in letter A? Again, because of the exact same size, the torque is going to be the same, so we're going to be constant again. And so now I want to know about letter B. The deal is basically torque is like force. And so when you think about torque, you got to think about this as kind of like maybe bicycle. Um, this is the front of your bicycle, this is the back of your bicycle. And so if you're going up a really steep hill, do you want a big gear in the front or do you want a big gear in the back? Which way is going to make it easier to go up the hill? And normally the smaller gear in the front and the bigger gear in the back is going to help you get up that hill. It's going to give you more torque, more force. And so in this case, because the bigger gear is up front, it's going to be less. So our torque has been decreased. And it's always going to be the opposite of the speed. You can't increase speed and torque. One's going to go up, one's going to go down. Gear ratio of gear train A, because of the same size, that's just 1 to 1. In gear train B, we actually have to count up how many different spokes does this one have, how many different spokes does this one have, or we can measure it. Take a ruler, measure how far is it from here to here, how far is it from here to here. It looks to me it's about, just guessing, I'd say it's about 3 to 1. I don't have a ruler on to measure it, so I can't say for sure. But actually, I could go look at the answers. And it looks like it is 3 to 5. Or 5 to 3. So, actually, I'm going to put in how many teeth they put in there. So I'm going to go back. They had 36 to 60 teeth. And so it's kind of a weird rule that they always do the driven first and then the drive. And so that's why this one is actually 3 to 5, not 3 to 1. Or they did, what was it, 36 to 60? Number 9, is the flow of power reversible? Can you make it go the opposite direction? Or can you make the input shaft turn by turning the output shaft? So if I took the handle off and put the handle on this one, can I make this one turn by doing that? And yes, I can. So it's just a yes. The gears, so when I turn this one, what direction does this one turn? It turns the opposite direction. And then where might this be used? You'll find these inside watches, mechanical watches. Most motors, electrical motors, are going to have multiple gears meshed together. So it's just a couple of spots you would find gears like this. All right, I'm going to go back one more time to that PowerPoint just to double check how many teeth it was. Yep, 36 to 60, because I thought I might have messed that up. And now you are on your own building the next one. Making this one, and then answering your questions, and then you move on to the next one. A bevel gear assembly. Now here's the catch. Eventually I'm not going to have enough pieces for everyone to make every single one. And so that's where we're going to start assigning groups. And so like group 1, whoever gets done first would do the bevel gear assembly. The next group to get done would do the differential gear. The next group to get done is going to do the worm and wheel. The next group to get done is going to do the lead screw. And then the next group would do the rack and pinion. And so on. Universal joints, chain drive, and the belt drive. And you do, in order to get the belt drive to work, you do need to use either double-sided tape or some way to create some friction between the collar and the pulley wheel. So you can just take tape and wrap it up and stick it in there, and that should be enough. Crank and slider and cam and follower. So some people might be doing a couple of them. All right. And with that, I'll wish you good luck in building today. Have a good day.